So besides doing capture on local interfaces, Wireshark is capable of reaching out across the network to a so-called capture daemon and capture data from it remotely. So to access these remote capture interfaces, just go to the Capture drop-down menu and select Interfaces. In the Interfaces window, click the Option window, and under this Option window, click the Manage Interfaces. In the Manage Interfaces window, click on the Remote Interface tab. So from our Wireshark dashboard, Capture, Interfaces, Options, then Manage Interfaces. Then we click Remote Interfaces. In the Remote Interfaces window, click on Add to add a remote host to the list. So we click Add, and this is our pop-up dialog. You have to set the following parameters in this dialog. First is host. Just enter the IP address or host name of the target platform where the Remote Packet Capture Protocol service is listening. The drop-down list contains the hosts that have previously been successfully contacted. You can also select Clear List from the drop-down to be emptied. So basically just enter the IP address for the target platform here. Next is port. Set the port number where the Remote Packet Capture Protocol service is listening on. If you don't know that port, leave this field empty so it'll use the default port 2002. Next is authentication. First is null. Select this if you don't need an authentication to take place for a remote capture to be started. This depends on your target platform. Personally, I don't configure the target platform like this because it makes it insecure and easier to hack. So usually, if I'm going to remote in and capture packets on a remote network, I'm going to want that network provider at that network capture location, the target platform, to set up a password for me. So upon successfully connecting to the remote server, this is the window that pops up. So set the following parameters for this dialog. First, select Do Not Capture Own RPCAP traffic. This option sets a capture filter so that the traffic flowing back from the remote packet to Wireshark isn't captured. This back and forth will saturate the link with duplicate traffic, therefore slowing down both sides. You only need to switch this off when capturing on an interface other than the interface connecting back to Wireshark. The next option, use UDP for data transfer. Remote capture control and data flows over a TCP connection, so this option allows you to choose UDP stream for your data transfer. But the default TCP is fine. Finally, our sampling options. The default is none. This option instructs the remote packet to send back all captured packets, which have passed the capture filter. This is usually not a problem on a remote capture if you have sufficient bandwidth. Next is one of X packets. This option limits the remote packet to send only one subsampling of the capture data in terms of number of packets. This allows capture over a narrowband remote capture session of a high bandwidth interface. The final sampling is 1 every X milliseconds. This option limits the remote packet service to send only a subsampling of the captured data in terms of time.